Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? And yes, welcome to another episode of FTB Presents Direwolf20 1.21 Season 14, presented by a person with beautiful eyes. And the person with beautiful eyes has just discovered a mangrove farm. Amazing. I don't have to farm mangrove ever again. Hello? I'm gonna die. Yep, we wait. Maybe they despawn. So the person with beautiful eyes is actually back home and he's trying his best to negotiate with some villagers. Well, we have kidnapped a few villagers at the start of the mod pack from the spawn village. I used the breeder from Easy Villagers mod in order to breed a few more, and I'm using a teeny tiny bit of Ars Nouveau in order to get the abjuration essence. And honestly speaking, I think we're done. We have the Zamboni, we have the villagers. We just have to remember to put the difficulty on hard and open the trapdoor. Convert. Just convert one, then the chain is going to start. So what we're going to do is that we're going to make the tablet of restoration. We wait for all of them to convert. This is fun to watch. Just in case you're wondering, that's the original Well of Suffering. Oh, they all converted. Lovely. We shall heal them. And you guys know the drill. We wait for the next badge. Okay, just to make sure that you don't do the same mistakes that I did, here are a few points. The Tablet of Restoration actually kills a zombie. He takes damage over time and dies. But thankfully there is a creature catcher, which is basically a safari net from Just Dire Things. So I got another zombie. Another thing is that zombie actually has a creature catcher in his hand. Because the creature catcher drops on the ground and, well, he picked it up. So I had to make a new one. But I think I have converted everyone like 8 times. We're going to do that 6 times more, just to make sure that the discounts are not going to be revoked. But this is fun. I have a creature catcher with a zombie who's holding a creature catcher. And you can actually see it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while, and this is the final time. Such a huge talent pool. We pick you. And that's actually the trait that I want. Certus Quartz. You use a charger as a working station, but we also need people who give us emeralds. Who do we use? Farmers? I got potatoes. I'm digging a hole with a villager. That's nice. So we can cycle and try to find potatoes, and I just missed it. Wait, what? You're 1-to-1. You're garbage. Is it because I dug with you? Let's take another one. Ah, now it's considered someone else's workstation, so we have to replace it. Move. Wait, you're also garbage. Farmers are garbage? Let me see what else I can buy. Okay, so the villagers are not garbage, it's just that we're in Minecraft 1.21 and villagers have been nerfed. Those are the best discounts that we can get. We can't improve them. The changes have been implemented because some of the players were not happy that they can buy a bookshelf from one villager for 1 emerald, convert it into 3 books, and then sell it for 3 emeralds. They remind me of some of my old classmates. You know, we all had them in school. Teacher, you forgot to check our assignments. Sadly, Liquid Death was not available in school. Well, for us, it doesn't really change much because our Fluix researcher is going to take 1 emerald and he gives us 4 Certus Quartz. We can charge that Certus Quartz and get 1 emerald per piece. And charging Certus Quartz is relatively easy. I think in the recent version of Applied Energistics, they have actually fixed it. You can just use 2 hoppers. It will recognize once it's charged and it will output it. So we can have our cheaty infinite loop. In any case, I have also made 5 inscribers. One of them is for converting Certus Quartz into dust, you know, so that we can get some silicon. And I'm assuming now we should be able to start making some processors. It's been a few minutes later. I have already made the drive, I have already made some glass cables, and we have some 1K storage components. The problem is that once you want to convert it into a drive, you need netherite. You don't need netherite. So what is this? Disk drive. Ah, okay. We just go with normal 4Ks. Oh, okay. So the disk drive is a deep storage disk. Yeah, I read about them. That's not what we want. Although inventory management is a bit of a problem. We have 4 disks. That's more than enough for now. Here is our crafting terminal. Lovely. Not sure if at this stage we need a controller or not, but there you go. Another thing is that since we want to take everything from the chests and we need to dump them into the system before we can take it to our base, we need a teeny tiny bit of power over here. So let's get that crystal generator thingy, and I believe you need quartz fiber. So ME glass, quartz fiber, and the generator like so. We should have power, right? Lovely. And we can dump the garbage in. Perfect. Oops, that's my hoe. Well, the rest of this is just gonna be fun. Super fun. My fellow lords and ladies of darkness, most of the chests are gone, and now we have an applied energistic system, which is amazing. However, there is a giant problem. I am extremely poor and we don't have any resources. Yes, I did upgrade the furnace into netherite and we do have these resources, but that's it. So I thought to myself, maybe I should go mining, and now we're having a villager who's going to sell me fortune. Well, he's not selling it yet, but eventually he will. I should really put the hotkey for this. I'm lazy. Yeah, it's taking longer to cycle. How do we do this? Cycle trades. I don't know. 9, 6. 6 will do. Sell me fortune. You jerk. Any fortune will do. Fortune 1. Yeah, that's not good. I'm sorry. Fortune 2. Okay, that I can buy. It's just that I'm gonna need more books. We take it from here for now, because we do have apotheosis. If I do manage to buy a few, life is gonna be amazing. So that is fortune 3. 2 of them should give me fortune 4. Perfect. Still works. That is fortune 5. Lovely. And I need way more books. Based on my levels, I don't think we can go higher than fortune 6. Well, for now, let us make sure that we can have the fortune 5. I'll fix the rest. Thankfully, under our base is the deep dark, and everywhere you go, there are skulks. Meaning that, yeah, experience was not a big deal. And yes, we have fortune 6. And you have no idea how satisfying it is to have fortune 6, applied Energistics system, and efficient tools. However, I just noticed something. Let's teleport back home. If I'm not wrong, yeah, there is a mining dimension portal. So I guess we put it next to the nether portal? Why not? How does it work? Sneak right click. Do we wait? Okay, we wait. Wait, this is flat. This is so nice. And there are, oh my goodness, look at the veins. Look at the amount of copper. I'm gonna run out of storage. Well, mainly, we want gold, we want redstone. Those are the main things that I don't have. Well, technically speaking, I found heaven. So, I'll do an hour of mining and I'll meet you right back. Alright guys, it's been a while later and we do have a new unfinished building, which is going to be our villager trading house. Inside we have a total of I think 12 villagers, 2 of them are from pneumatic craft, selling us capacitors, transistors, as well as finished PCBs just in case we want to get into pneumatic craft. Then we do have 2 shady wizards from Ars-Nouveau, selling us different tablets and also different tokens, for example Starbuncle and Siren. And this one thankfully actually sells us the tablet of containment, so we can actually have our mob farm for free. I'm mesmerized. Now, then we have 6 librarians selling us fortune 3, protection 4, sweeping edge, sharpness 5, scavenger, which is very useful, and mending. And also in the front we have 4 Fluix researchers as our cash cows, so that we can get emeralds. Upstairs is unfinished, and if I manage to get upstairs it's a bit difficult. We have slots for more villagers. Because I have noticed that in this mod pack you can actually enchant a furnace, it works faster, works for free, and also has yield. So maybe you can do ore tripling with just a basic furnace? All I'm saying is that, yeah, we need more librarians. However, the first thing that we need to do is that we need some protection. Because yeah, Direwolf's armor is just amazing, but protection is not really included. And I really die incredibly fast. I have died twice, you see, right over here, by Zambonis. Let's try to check it now. Okay, it's not bad. Oh, it's actually quite good. I'm happy with that. Zamboni, hit me. Oh, we are also playing on hard because of villagers, okay. That explains. Let me also try to upgrade my sword a bit, and then I will tell you what is the plan. Now, the problem is that we don't really have looting. I did combine all the books. The problem is we need 47 levels. 47 levels is a lot. What is that? Oh, it's a glitch. Oops, don't send signals. Jerk. If he spawns, we're just gonna run away. That is 47 levels. Let's go home. And voila. That should be a decent sword. Sharpness 7, sweeping edge 5, looting 2, scavenger 3. Scavenger is basically looting. Mobs killed may roll their loot tables twice. So you get a higher chance with 3. Hey dude. Roll. Okay, we got 3 arrows. 4 bones. I just want to say that, yeah, it's not that bad. There's a bat. Who's a boss? Stop moving. Oh, I got a trophy. Collect a trophy dropped by a mob. How lucky. Okay. Oh, a family of creepers. We killed them all. It's fine. Let's go home. Get mesmerized. No. So, what is the plan? Well, I did mention that we want to get into a ton of Ars-Nouveau, and unfortunately, the only things that we have from Ars-Nouveau are these things. The agronomic source link in order to generate source, and they're very garbage, and I even cut them out of the video for the same reason. These guys generate source whenever a crop is growing nearby them. And there are millions of ways of generating source using different source links, and we have used every single one of them until now. The one that I want to use in this mod pack is the volcanic one. So basically, you give it some sort of a fuel and it will generate source. So if we give it 1 coal, it will eat it, and 0%, 1% full. However, in this mod pack, we have dire things, and we have the Eclipse Ember. It does melt 648 items, which is amazing. That's 10%. That's actually quite good. So basically, our goal is to automate the goo, to make the final tier of coal, obviously. Wait, it's 50% full. Oh boy. Okay, there was a delay then. Since every single 1.20 and 1.21 mod pack looks exactly the same and contains exactly the same mods, I want to try and automate the Eclipse Ember using applied Energistics. You might notice that we don't have any farms, so I need some wool in order to make smart cables. They look fancier. And unfortunately, even though I mined a ton of netherite, we're completely out of quartz. Because I was mainly throwing them away. I was only interested in... Because yeah, I was only interested in gold as well as netherite scrap. I should really stop doing that. Not that anything will happen, it's just that it's going to be a pain to get out. We don't have flight. Like that one. It's fine, we go home. I also want to have an extra goo, and unfortunately we need skulky material and I'm out of silk touch. And he's being a jerk. That's yield 3. I kind of want that. It's for the furnace. I need an extra villager then. Our talent pool is dwindling. I don't really think you can put the enchantment on a netherite furnace, right? No. Would have been awesome. You can just put it on a vanilla furnace. Don't be a jerk. Please. Give me silk touch. That took ages. But that goes on the hoe, and we shall go and explore. So as usual, we need the skull catalyst as well as some echo shards. And this time I actually put a waypoint. So the hoe works, right? Yeah, we get the skulk. Perfect. Well, let's check that chest first. Horrible move. Yeah, it's not there. Oops, we deactivate these guys. Wait, I'm not making any noises. I just jumped. Oops, I'm panicking a bit. And just in case you're wondering, yes, I'm holding shift. Can we deactivate you? Probably. Oops. The chest. No echo shards. I take the upgrade. And the candles. Is this a normal geode? Yeah. Oh, come on. Saw another chest. Detective Platypus. I like him. Shouldn't there be echo shards? I'm just saying. Yeah, this is gonna go wrong. And it's empty. He arrived. Should we try to kill him? Okay, 500 health. Whoa. We don't try to kill him. Don't move towards me. Go away. It's a fairly big city. Both of us can live here. I activated another one. Oh boy. Another one. Another chest. Again empty. Don't really know why. I think the first time that we did this, we just had the beginner's luck. Oh, maybe not. Don't come. We run. I'm stuck. Is there anything more? We're already screwed anyways. Yep. We're out. So I'm back and we had enough material in order to make 2 shadow pulse goos. And we are also going to over-engineer the automation process. Don't really know why, but I just want to see some cables from Applied Energistics. Anyways, this is the goo, right? The fuel that this tier of goo requires is skulk. You can't hopper it in or pipe it in, you have to right click the fuel in. And thankfully Direwolf already has a simple clicker, which I'm using it over here. So what we can do is that we can have the clickers on top like so. We give them the skulk, and it should place it. You see, this one doesn't need any more fuel, and this one does. If I give it skulk, voila. Since I did mention that we're going to automate this using Applied Energistics, I do have an ME controller over here to provide our systems with power. So basically, we do have a simple clicker, which is right-clicking the skulk into the Shadow Pulse goo. Then what we need to do is to convert some coal into blocks of coal. We don't really have RF tools in this mod pack in order to make a crafter, but there are crafters from Ender.io and Mechanism. Well, obviously there's also one from Vanilla, but the problem with this one is that it does require redstone in order to operate. So we shall put the coal inside the drawer, we shall lock it, obviously. We shall connect the drawer to our controller using a storage bus like so. So the Applied Energistics system knows that we have 70 coal inside this drawer. Well, 91. I had some on me. Then the other thing that we can do is that we can have some molecular assemblers. Aha, they don't always need pattern providers in order to work, all they need is a pattern and they will craft things for you. So what we're going to do is that I just made myself a pattern terminal. Here's a pattern for a block of coal. That goes inside the assembler. And now using an export bus like so into the assembler, we would be able to export the coal. You see, it's going in. Once it receives 9 coal, it's going to craft us a block, but it does need power. The power is not transferred using the export bus. The needlessly complicated block of coal that we just made has to go inside a block placer so that it will put it right next to the shadow pulse goo. So we can just make a pipe, but thankfully in this mod pack, we do have the entangled blocks. So we shall entangle the molecular assembler to the top entangled block, and the block placer to the bottom one. You see, it went in and it just placed it. Now what we need to do is that we need to harvest this primal coal. For that, I have an annihilation plane. If you guys remember, these guys from Applied Energistics are a teeny tiny bit stupid, meaning that you can't filter the item that it needs to harvest. If we place down a block of coal, it can harvest that one too, but what we want is primal coal. Therefore, we are going to make ourselves a pattern for primal coal block. We shall have an extra molecular assembler. I didn't want it to connect, and we put the pattern inside. So if I have primal coal, it will go inside the assembler, but nothing else goes in there, because it does have a pattern. So now what we can do is that we can have the annihilation plane, a storage bus, and a cable. And for demonstration purposes, if I provide that green cable with power like so, it will harvest it and put it inside the assembler. That's it. Now we just want it to look nice and we don't really want it to connect to our main network. So I do have a few anchors, and I guess, yeah, we can go with the green cable. Yeah, we can even use it in order to power our first molecular assembler. We just ran into our first problem with just dire things, and let me try to demonstrate it for you. Whenever you're harvesting the shards, there is a chance of getting 3 items or 4. So this time we got 4, this time we got 3, 4, and 3. It's not consistent. Why is that important? Well, the molecular assembler only has slots for 9 items. So if it was always 3 items, we would have been fine. So this time we got lucky twice and we got 4, and now it's not harvesting anything. But I'm assuming the fix for it is going to be relatively simple. We're going to have an export bus instead of a storage bus. We're going to export primal coal into the assembler. We shall have the cables again, but this time we're going to extend the cable, have a storage bus, and have a drawer. It just got harvested. Let's lock it. This is basically our buffer now. So now every single time this will be harvested and it will be compressed. Anyways, now that we're getting the blocks of primal coal, we're going to have 2 more entangled blocks with a hopper. We shall link this molecular assembler to this entangled block and the block placer to here. Now it's placing it. Lovely. And that one is blaze embers. Okay, so I went up ahead and finished the rest of the system. And yes, at this very moment, we exactly have 19 Eclipse Ember. I was doing some calculations and I realized I put in like 1000 coal inside and I only have like 19 of these things. Apparently the math checks out because each one of these guys is basically 81 coal. I also had to do a teeny tiny bit of rewiring and remodeling so that later on I can hide the cables. I was really hoping for this thing to look nice and I was very short on space, so we have to hide the cables. This looks weird. The final thing that we have to do is to just entangle the clicker to some entangled blocks like so, and this one to the other one, so that we can also provide them with skulk. Like so. It went in. Yep. Oh, we have 23. 26? What? Ah, there was a bit of a clog up. I removed it. This is why we got so many suddenly. However, another problem that you might notice is that we don't have the coal. That's our entire supply. Maybe a bit... No. Nothing else, that's it. But this works fine. Let me try to get some coal and I'll be right back. I need that one. That is for the potatoes, and yes, I added way more biogenerators. I needed to know if something is visible or not. Anyways, let me do some mining. I'll be right back. I have done a decent amount of mining and we have almost 2500 coal. That's actually not a bad number. We're going to convert most of it into Eclipse Ember, but we also need some of that in order to progress into mechanism. And yes, I do have a few machines for making steel and making different alloys. I have actually made a few of them. However, I think I should do a bit of building because that is garbage. Also, that is garbage. There's garbage everywhere. I have fixed the base as best as I could. It's not finished yet, but at least the outside is fine. Later on, I also need to install an elevator for the villager trading hall because climbing up like this is not very convenient. And yeah, there's a giant hole in the roof. I have to fix it later on. Another thing is that I have noticed oxidization works in mysterious ways. So this part is oxidized. This side, on the other hand, is barely touched. Also on this side, everything is fully oxidized and I placed them like 20 seconds before I placed these ones. It's confusing. But yeah, I have also covered all the cables. And everything that we have done so far today was to make the Eclipse Ember so that we would be able to power our volcanic source link so that we get source. With one coal, you can fill in half a source jar, which is amazing. Anyways, on episode 1, I did manage to find a fire ward ring. Grants fire immunity. And when I was mining, I also found something of interest, a raw mithril. These are from the Iron Spells mod, and the reason that it was not processed by the furnace is that you need a blast furnace. It's very high tech. So what I have noticed is that the mithril scrap gives you rings. And some rings are actually quite useful, especially this one. Allows visible creatures to be seen. I think that's a typo. Oh, wait a minute, I just got 4. So you need 2 coal to process 1 raw mithril? Weird. Anyways, the reason that we are doing this is that I have noticed there is a nature's rune, and you can make a ring with it, which grants poison immunity. Which is amazing. Anyways, before wrapping up today's episode, I decided to pay a very small visit to the Nether. We're looking for these guys, wither skeletons. Oh, first time I got a full skull. We have this mod which gives us the fragments. Well, the reason that we are looking for wither skeletons is that, well, there's a tradition on this channel that we always get a Nether star as soon as possible. And it's episode 2, so it's already late. And the second reason is I have installed my favorite mod. Bubbly heart canisters, courtesy of Lord Traverse of Darkness. And just in case you're wondering, yeah, we do need to have wither bones in order to make the canisters. But thankfully during my mining session, one of the things that I did is that I have installed looting 7 on my sword. We have a villager for it now. Well, he does sell looting 3, so yeah, you have to combine a lot of books. This is a lovely biome. Everywhere you go, there are wither skeletons, even underground. Ah, a ghast. I got 4 tears. Well, this is going amazingly well. In case I die, I shall bring you in. I got all the skulls that I wanted, but this might sound a bit weird to you. I have no idea how to get apples in Minecraft. Well, I know you can do this. There's a chance of getting an apple, and apparently fortune helps. But other than that, I have absolutely no idea. There is a mod, and there is an apple pollen and apple saplings. Maybe we will try that. The thing is, for bubbly heart canisters, we actually need to have a lot of apples. Well, I got 14 bones, we have 14 apples. We should also have, yeah, we have a teeny tiny bit in our system. The question is, do we have hearts? Oh yeah, 18. So this is the most beautiful mod. We make the heart amulet, we shall make the relic apple, well let's make 10, we shall make the actual canister, and obviously the red heart canister. I also have spice of life in this mod pack, so we need to diversify our food. Why does it always go there? You have your own slots. And just like that, we have 10 more hearts. Let's go kill the wither. I got 6 skulls. We use these are garbage. Also let's take some of these relic apples. Why not? They're actually quite good. Also, as usual, we're going to do this like men, meaning that we're just gonna make a hole in the wall and spawn him here, you know, so that he can't move. Wait a minute, it's no longer called the start. Oh, diamonds. We take them. Let's go kill him. I'm not doing much damage. And I'm stuck. It's going worse than I thought, but he's almost dead. Yep, let's do another one. Oh, withers give you the yellow heart. I forgot. It's been a while. And just like that, we have 2 nether stars and 2 yellow hearts. Let's go home. So that means I can have 2 more red heart canisters. Oh, it's enchanted golden apples. Oops. But yeah, I guess 2 yellow heart canisters. That was expensive. We just came to the deep dark. I was looking for this. Smithing templates. And I do have a feeling I have summoned like 10 wardens. Can we kill him? Probably not. He has a massive reach. Whoa. Okay. Our armor is garbage. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay. How do people do this in like survival normal Minecraft? We go home. So was it worth the risk? That's not amazing. That's not bad from the Nether. This is the best. Yeah, we go with the wild armor trim. Well, it's extremely cheap to dupe. We want to look fancy. A bit. Just before we wrap up today's episode, there are 1 or 2 things that I want to do. Very teeny tiny things. So now that we have solved this source issue from Ars Nouveau, what is going to happen next episode is that we're going to have a mob farm, and I really wanted to build it over there, on that mountain. Because the moment I saw this valley, I was like, I need to have a bridge. And there's absolutely no point of having a standalone bridge, you need to have something on the other side. However, since next episode we want to get into Ars Nouveau, we need to automate the production of source gems. These are imbuement chambers. They work also without source, but they're going to be incredibly slow, which is perfectly fine. You don't need millions of source gems, but we kind of want it to be automated. In order to make it compact, yeah, there's a transfer gadget. It's from Pneumatic Craft, and I think we're going to use some of those. So how do we want this to work? We put the transfer gadget, we put it on in. So now if I give you a block of amethyst, will it go in? Lovely. So we can have another one on the bottom going into a drawer. And since we don't want the amethyst to go into the drawer, let's put some source gems inside. Come on. Thank you. For the rest, we can just use some logistical transporters. Don't you worry, I'm gonna hide it. Just in case, let us lock the drawers. Oh, you can't put that thing in. Oops, it has to be a block of source gem. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I guess that works decently fast and I can't find anything to complain about. However, the second thing that I really wanted to get was rice. So rice is a bit of a jerk. It has to be submerged in water. So my assumption is that our hoe is no longer going to work. Because this is just farmland, right? If you put water on top, oh, it's there. Wait a minute. Is this gonna be that easy? We link you to you, and I guess we plant rice? Never mind then. Although the main question is it gonna grow? Okay, so yeah, it does grow, it's not gonna affect the growth, and it's not gonna harvest it. So we don't really need to have that farmland in order to accelerate the growth. We need some organic compost, you know, to convert it into rich soil. I have so much bones. I killed wither skeletons. I remember now. This has like 1500 growth stages. I made a small patch for rice. I need to wait for the organic compost to convert into rich soil, and you cannot use a simple clicker because this clicks only one block. You're going to need an advanced clicker because this one has a range and, well, you can configure it. However, the catch with the advanced clicker is that it does require power, so I made myself a hardened solar panel that generates 8 RF per tick. The main question is, do you need a line of sight or can you do it through blocks? That's good. I don't like looking at the cable. Can you be waterlogged? Nice. Anyways, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.